Hi everyone, and welcome to my first ever Sims building video. It's a long one, so by all means skip through it or have this on as a bit of background noise, or maybe put it on whilst you're trying to go to sleep or having a nap. I'm going to try and talk in quite a relaxing tone. I don't want my Sims videos to be kind of really high energy, if that's okay with you, but I do really hope you stick with me, and I am completely open to suggestions and criticisms. So today I am building on the biggest lot in the new expansion pack, Snowy Escape, and there is some really beautiful new items that have come out of this pack. And I really should have done a Japanese inspired house, but I think that I need to get a little more clued up on that before I attempt to do what I would call a Japanese style house, as that is the kind of aesthetic of this new expansion pack that we've got. I say aesthetic, I don't think that's really the right word. You know what I mean. So I wanted to do Sims building videos because I sink a lot of hours into The Sims in building, and I'm a long time simmer, and building for me is the most integral part of the game. It's the bit that I enjoy doing the most. And do you know, I only recently started uploading to the gallery, which is crazy. So I was putting, all this time and effort into building these huge houses and mansions on The Sims, but they weren't going anywhere. I wasn't sharing them, nobody was seeing them. So, once I started uploading to the gallery, they were getting maybe like 10 downloads. And so I thought I would make a Sims YouTube channel, showing off my builds. I think to get some more downloads on the gallery, that'd be really nice. But to be honest, I'd just quite like a hobby to start, since we're in lockdown number 2 over here in the UK. So I do hope you enjoy, and like I say, I am completely open to evidence, what am I talking about? Criticisms. So with this lot, it is a lot of landscaping. I do a lot of landscaping on this. So as you probably just saw, I just did the classic cheats for any Sims builder, and I've brought up all of the show live edit objects. And this is so great if you want to do landscaping and really sculpt out a lot in The Sims. There are so many rocks. Oh, excuse me, that's my laptop. There are so many rocks to choose from. So many kind of landscaping items, and it's the best thing I have discovered since playing The Sims. I'm not sure how long this cheat's been out for. I don't think it's a very long one. Oh, and here is some bad editing on my part. I'm so sorry. I think at this point I was distracted, so the game is paused here, and I forgot to take it out in the editing process. How embarrassing is that? I think I come back shortly. Let's see. Okay. So, as you probably saw, oh, here we go, I'm back. So I was going to say, as you probably saw, in the beginning, I do my landscaping first, and then I do the actual structure of the house, as I find there is nothing worse than when you have built a beautiful house and you think, oh, I'd really like to add some kind of slope or height, or maybe a kind of, accessible basement, from like the outside ground floor. And you can do it, but it's so difficult, I find, once you've already built your house, to then add landscaping. So that would be my tip, is have a clear picture in your mind and always know what landscaping you're going to do before you start building the house. So as you can see, I'm just adding some kind of realism into this kind of pond area I've got going on. I've got a little waterfall coming out there. So that's using, as you can see, one of the debug items. And I think you could find that easier by filtering the Island Paradise objects, and it's in there. It's really difficult to see. Kate Emerald, the really big sort of simmer on YouTube, she has a really good tutorial on how to kind of find this and the best way to do it. But I thought I'd make like a really cute like little stream coming out of this kind of rock area here, almost like a kind of almost like it looks like glacier water. I don't know, what do you think? I thought it was a nice little feature, and it is completely functional as well. So I would really like to hear from some people who play The Sims for the game, or who play The Sims for The Sims, as in the people. Because, like I say, building is the game for me. I rarely sit down and actually play the game as such. And I'm kind of ashamed to say I haven't really had a good look around this expansion yet. I literally went straight to build mode. So I just went to go and get a cup of tea, and I have completely forgotten what it was I was talking about. I deeply apologise if you don't like slurping or tea noises. I will say when I'm going to take a sip, which is now. Okay. So, as you can see, this house here is 3 stories. I did have a bit of difficulty with the roofing, I have got to say. It was really hard work getting this right. So I think a fairly large part of this video is probably going to be dedicated to roofing. So maybe skip through if that's not your thing. To be honest, I probably could have edited out this roofing that I've got going on. Oh, taking a sip. So I kind of wanted to do like wraparound roofing. So as you can see, I realise I said that phrase quite a lot. Yeah, I'm having a bit of difficulty like around the corners. I think I delete that roof section. I honestly can't remember. I've had some real trouble like editing and setting up a YouTube channel, so I actually made this house days ago, and yes, so my memory's a little bit foggy on what I actually did with this house. All I know is that I worked really hard on the landscaping and I put in some hot springs, which looked really cool. Oh, okay, we've got another pause moment. Again, bad editing on my part. How embarrassing. I hope it's not a long one. Oh, okay, there we go. And yes, this video would probably have better editing as well. But I tried exporting this video about 3 to 4 times, and every time I did that, I lost all of my progress. So I don't know what's happening there. So this edited version that you're seeing is like a last ditch attempt. So I think it's working. Oh God, I hope it works, because there was a lot of painful hours trying to sort this out. So I'm doing a side entrance to the house. I love a good side entrance, I gotta say. And here I was having a bit of difficulty with the curved platform there. I did want to keep that curved feel to that platform. So I decided not to make the little porchway there connect with that outdoor platform. And so yeah, so here I'm kind of deciding what it is I'm gonna do. Oh, sorry, taking a sip. This house, I think, could have had way more planning. Okay, so there I'm using some of the new build items that we got with the Snowy Escape expansion pack. So that is one of the borders, I think it's called, or back with the debug rocks. I love the kind of those ones, the kind of like thin flat rocks, because they're so good for like stacking up, and they don't kind of bounce on top, if you see what I mean, of different heights like the bigger rocks do. So yeah, I love those. Yes, so with the new expansion pack, there's some really nice kind of build features. Like there's a new fence, 2 new fences actually. There's this border, there's windows, there's doors, of course, and they're all in that kind of Japanese style. And they look so good. They look like they're like a really like rich, deep, dark wood, and I love that. So here I think I gave up with the rocks, and I think I just went in with like some bushes and trees. Oh, excuse me, my husband's just opening a packet of sweets in the background. This is so unprofessional, I do apologise. But I think I'm going to make my videos seem like kind of having a chat with a mate. Because I am in my mid-20s now, and there aren't many other adults that I've met anyway that play The Sims as hardcore as I do. Like I say, I am certain there are thousands out there, because The Sims is obviously a very popular game, but I've never met any, funnily enough. I think it's kind of it can be a lonely thing, I think, being a simmer sometimes. But if the rumours are kind of true about a kind of online aspect for The Sims 5, can you imagine? That would be amazing. Oh my god, I'm sounding so pathetic right now. Anyway, shall we move on and go back to the house? So yes, I was having a bit of trouble with the diagonal roofing there. When I'm building kind of bigger houses, I like to have lots of different compartments, and I like to have at least kind of one diagonal area of the house, as I think it just adds another dimension and just a bit more detail. As you probably noticed, my thing is detail, especially when it comes to landscaping. So I think everything you've seen so far, it's been about 3 hours. It'd be really great, you know, if you are still watching at this point, if you could let me know what you think we would need editing out, like the stuff that, you know, you don't care about, and you know, you're not bothered about seeing, like, and obviously next video I'll just edit it straight out. Like, let me know the things that you care about the most. So yeah, so that's some of the new fences there, and I'm using one of the new columns. You can see I'm using black there, but maybe this video doesn't do it justice, but it looks so just like rich and textured. It looks so good. Yes, and so one thing that I have learned as well is after you've done your roofing, you need to go along before you do anything else and delete your inner walls, because I don't know about anyone else, but I always build like in blocks, if you see what I mean, rather than individual walls. And there's nearly every time I build a house that's complicated, I will go in and I will delete a single wall in like inside, not part of, you know, the outside layer of the house, but within the inside part, and it will like mess up the whole thing. Like all of the roofs will be like pouring in to the inside of the house, and it's just so annoying. So so like I said, I try and get each floor kind of clear, ready for a floor plan, once I've completely finished the outside and the main structure. So I really like to use columns as just details. Oh, this is one of the new items as well. I think it's supposed to go over like a window as a kind of shutter, but I really liked it here, using it as a partition to like this big kind of window area. I love big windows. I think they look so nice, especially in The Sims, and I love how like they're frosted, because obviously you're in a snowy area here. So I'm a little out of breath, so that tells me I need to slow down on my talking, and maybe speak more clearly. I don't know. So yeah, here I am doing a bit more of that partition. So we have like a really nice kind of windowed area. Okay, I'm going in for a sip. And here I'm kind of playing around with some of the new windows as well. So they're kind of so they're paned windows, multiple paned windows. I truly can't think of what they're actually called, which is a bit embarrassing. And in my builds, I like to use a mixture of those windows with like the big sort of modern open ones, particularly if I'm building, you know, a modern house, not a particularly stylized house. I also love those support beams. Again, not too sure on the name. I think they add character to like any house. So yeah, so we've got some doors there out onto the patio. So you'll see later on that I don't actually furnish the patios or much of the outdoor space, because this is, you know, a permanently snowy setting, because it's up in the mountains as such in the new expansion pack, in the new world. That anything out there is kind of snow covered. Anything you place outdoors is snow covered. So I left that. But by all means, if you download this house, and I really hope you do, that would be so great. I would love to see like what you do with the kind of outdoor spaces, because I think I did kind of create a fair bit of outdoor spaces. So I'm putting in some more of my old favourite, the debug rocks. There are so many to choose from, it's amazing. I would recommend scrolling to the bottom, all the way to the bottom, and then scrolling up, because obviously nothing has a name, because it's not a proper object as such for you to play with. So you just have to scroll through until you find what you want, which can be a bit of a nightmare, sometimes a bit repetitive. So that's what I would say anyway. So yeah, so I'm putting in some bushes there, and as you'll see, they're all kind of frostbitten, which I think is so cool, and just like the detail, I think is really, really nice. But I'm not sure if you saw there as well, certain trees and bushes are obviously based on summer/spring time. So if you place them in like a winter lot like this, they just come out with branches like that, because they're effectively, you know, it's winter. There's no leaves on them, which again, like I say, is a nice detail. But you just have to bear in mind, if you are placing this on the intended lot, which is the snowy one, they'll always stay like that. They won't, you know, there's no seasons. So here I am carving out another area for some hot springs. I really wanted to kind of make this rocky area with the hot springs like part of it, which I thought would be kind of cool. So I made access from the ground floor there, and then also this kind of upper/ground floor. So your Sims should obviously absolutely be able to access any of this. If I remember rightly, I think if you did download it, you may need to play around with the hot springs I put down the bottom. But this one I know your Sims can definitely access it, and you'll be able to see as well, because I did like a little Sims machinima, is that how you say it? Just to kind of showcase what I think are the best parts of the house. So yeah, so I'm placing more rocks around, just kind of making it look super realistic, like this house has literally just been built on, you know, the side of some kind of like rocky hill. Honestly, I think landscaping is my favourite part to do. I could place rocks for hours and hours. The bit I say I have the least amount of fun with is, I'm going to say furnishing, but I do enjoy furnishing, but I really can only do like a room a day. I get bored super quickly. when it comes to furnishing. I hate furnishing front rooms and I hate furnishing bedrooms. I just think they can be a bit repetitive. Well, I suppose they are repetitive, aren't they? But does anyone else think that in The Sims the sofas are like so boxy and square, and none of them look comfy to sit on? For a long time I used to download CC, just so I could have some like decent looking sofas. But I got rid of CC and mods, just because I think sometimes it's nice to play the game as it was intended. Although, saying that, I think modders carry this game sometimes, I have to say. I think with this release of the Snowy Escape expansion pack, the Sims creators have really redeemed themselves, because I remember the outrage when they said, oh yeah, there's going to be a new game pack, everyone, and we were all excited. And it was the Star Wars one. I don't know what that was about. I don't know if that was some kind of like deal, or whether it's some kind of like marketing / branding thing. But it wasn't for Simmers. I don't think that was for Simmers, like the real fans of the game. I do think that this one is, though. However, I think, like I say, this expansion pack is really redeeming. I remember doing a survey probably about a year ago now, about a potential new expansion pack, and I remember the questions, and one of them was like, what kind of world would you like to see? Like an Oriental kind of inspired one, kind of Chinese, Japanese, and I think that was one of the top answers. The other one was like a Scottish Highlands world, which I personally would have loved. I don't know about everyone else, but I am absolutely desperate for a country farming expansion pack. The amount of times when I have played The Sims, my Sims have just been farmers. They've made their money from their produce, and I would love it if they built on that a little bit more. That would be amazing. So they did eco lifestyle, didn't they? And I think that touched on that, but I don't think that was what the people wanted. Did we cut out a bit there? I think we did. So I've placed some stairs, as you can see. We're just kind of doing like a back area. There wasn't much point in doing a kind of garden as such on grass, because it's, like I say, it's always going to be snow. So it really needed to be like a balcony area out the back. But I thought I would do a hot tub kind of on a little platform like this. Oh, speaking of platforms, that is an amazing, like, game-changing build element. It's so good. Oh, excuse me, I think I'm gonna yawn. I am very relaxed talking to you guys. I hope you are as well, if you're still listening. Although I'm probably talking to no one, because this is my first video and I highly doubt we will get many views. But do you know what? I'm going to keep pushing. Yeah, so here I'm deciding whether to kind of wrap rocks around the hot tub. And I think I then go and decide against it. But again, I'm back with the rocks. I'm back with the debug. I place a lot of them, I've got to say. And I think with debug objects, I think they're not obstructions to your Sims. I think they are mainly just decoration purposes. So I think that your Sims can literally just walk straight through them, if I am correct. I'm not sure about that though. So yeah, watching this video back, I do think I could have edited out a lot of the landscaping stuff. And what do you think about the speed? Is it too fast? Is it, what do you think? I think this is quite a good speed. It's not sort of whipping around the place. I think it's quite a good one. But then, I don't know. Maybe I just need to edit better. I mean, I know I need to edit better. So I'm back with the window dividers. And then yeah, I'm just kind of outlining everything with columns, which is my favourite thing to do. Yeah, and then at this point I've obviously got the main structure of the house. I'm just kind of making everything look really pretty, and yeah, fit in nicely. Oh yeah, and I don't know if it was a glitch or something, but those stairs kept glitching out like any time I made any kind of edit look to the house. It was really starting to get on my nerves at this point. It's so annoying when something like that happens. So whilst I'm here, I just want to say that I am a sensitive soul. I need to, I don't know, I can take constructive criticism, but I don't think I could do like any nastiness as such. I don't think I could handle people going, oh, well, it's just shit, isn't it? You know, I don't know what I'm talking about right now. You ought to know that my narration is a first take. I want it to be super authentic and kind of turn this into almost like a podcast as such. Maybe I should like market it as that. I don't know, because I am honestly just talking to myself. So how far are we doing? We're 20 minutes in. Okay. So we've got 28 minutes left of the video. I don't know, what do you think? Should I just add in some music right now? Some, you know, royalty-free music? And just let it play? Or should I keep talking? I don't know. I really wanted this to have like a really like relaxing feel. So I don't know what to do. I didn't want my videos to be high energy, because I know a lot of sim buildings are, especially, you know, like the kind of stop motion ones. They've always got some really like pumpy music behind it, which is, you know, like great. Like I will happily watch those, but sometimes I really fancy kind of just like a chill one, like a Kate Emerald one, because she talks and I don't think she has any music overlay when she's talking, but I do think at a point she goes like, okay, so I'm gonna go now, but you know, enjoy the rest of the video, kind of thing. I'm thinking I should do that because I have spoken for about 20 minutes now, but I just don't know. So I guess this is a really good video to just kind of put a tester out there, I suppose. And yeah, like just let me know like what kind of thing you're looking for. I would love that. And I obviously need to make my videos shorter. Maybe I will download some royalty-free music. I think I've probably spoken enough. I would say in this house, the thing I'm most proud of is the bathroom. And I really used the platform feature. That was really cool. So there's like a raised bath in the bedroom, which I think is kind of old-fashioned now. You don't see that a lot, but I really like it. I really like how it turned out as well. So the inside is like a beige, white and wood kind of thing going on, which is personally like my style, what I feel I'm into. I think I started doing the interior now, or am I still doing windows? I'm not sure. We will see. But yes, maybe I will let you go now. It's been so nice talking to you. And if you've listened the whole way, like, kudos to you, man. I wouldn't have done that. Like, amazing. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you have an amazing day. I really, really do. My gallery username is SimSentiment, and I have loads more stuff on there that I obviously never recorded. If you wanted to have a look at that, I'd really, really love that. And yes, so I will be uploading more builds, and like I've said for like 8 times now, I'm gonna go and let you enjoy the rest of your video with some kind of chill royalty-free music that I won't get in trouble for. Okay, so bye guys, and I look forward to making another video for you. Okay, so that did not last long at all. Like I said, was gonna just leave it be and put some music behind it, but then I had a little replay and I thought, you know what, I think some people might like just like a really dreary, calm voice just in the background. That's also informative of sim building. I think I would like that, so I am actually gonna stick with you, and I think I'm gonna, like I say, almost kind of turn this into like a one-woman podcast. And you know, I completely fully expect that people are going to skip through my video, and that's completely fine. So let's continue chatting. It's really nice. I feel so relaxed, and I don't know about you, but I've been feeling so anxious about the current state of affairs in the world. I don't know if you heard me mention, but the UK is back in another lockdown, and it's officially going to be let up on the 3rd of December, but who knows like what is actually going to happen on the 3rd of December. I think we'll get to that point, and I don't think the numbers would have gone down enough, and I think they'll kind of do what they did back in the summer, where they open things up in stages again, which I understand is necessary. I really do. And I am just so angry at COVID. Sorry, I probably shouldn't be talking about it on a Sims video, but I consider, if you're still listening, I can now consider you definitely a friend. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is this is just a really nice distraction. I'm literally just thinking about what is on the screen and what you're looking at, and it's amazing, and I'm just gonna be here, I'm just gonna chat. So yeah, I've just been worrying about that kind of thing, and I bet if you're listening you have too. I'm just angry. You know, pre-COVID, whenever that was, one of my ways of staying sane was getting out and about, doing things, seeing family and friends, and you know, that's all been stripped away, which is necessary, like I say. But I'm struggling a little bit, but it's okay because I've got the Sims, I've got my immediate family who live with me, which is my husband and my 2 lovely children. So yeah, so The Sims really is my downtime. It really is. Anyway, what am I doing here? So, so I've made a lovely indoor gym. I love using those 3 mirrors as, I like making them into a kind of wall feature. I think they're really good for that. I use them a lot actually, I think, in this house build. So I'm just working out where the stairs are going to go. If it's a long house like this, I like to have multiple stairs, and if I can help it, I like to make staircases a lot more interesting than the one I've done here, but there wasn't really room for it. So yes, like I say, then an indoor gym with an indoor pool, and I always like to do a bathroom really close by if I've done an indoor gym. I did on one of my last builds, I did a really cool like multi-level gym with like an attached bathroom upstairs kind of thing. I thought it was cool anyway. That actually saying it out loud sounds really uncool. So yeah, so I've done a little bathroom downstairs, and I've done a separate toilet to the bathroom, because there is nothing more annoying when your Sims are in the bathroom and somebody wants to use the toilet. I don't do that for all the bathrooms, just for this one, so there's at least like one. But that's actually quite a common occurrence here in the UK anyway, especially in older homes like we're in. Like, we have a separate toilet like that. Yeah, that was a super interesting point. So here I am making a like fat off laundry room. Every, rich big household needs one. And I have to say, I love the items that came with the laundry day pack. I think it looks so nice. This house actually would actually be a really nice place to have the spa. And it's not a game pack, is it? Stuff pack. I never got that one. So I have every expansion and every game pack apart from the Star Wars one, but we won't talk about that. But yeah, so I didn't particularly buy the stuff packs, because I used to think, well, I'll just like go to custom content and download it. But obviously I was a bit naive. But anyway, yes, I don't have all the stuff packs, don't have everything. So here I'm trying to do a kind of double level balcony. It's not a balcony area, like a cutaway area. I think they do look really, really nice, especially when you put those large kind of chandeliers in them. I think that looks so nice. But it was a bit difficult in this house, I've got to say, because I don't know, there just wasn't really adequate space for it, I don't think, in my opinion. And like, I could only really put it over a gym, which is, nothing spectacular to have this kind of look down area into. Oh yeah, you can see there that the roof is cutting in. So when I did that, like, the room wasn't recognizing the fact that it was like a closed off room. It can be so annoying when it does that, especially when you excuse me, build something with intricate roofs. But anyway, yeah, so as you can see, my kind of decor is the white and the wood, and I really, really love the eco lifestyle floorboards. I think they look so like minimalist and cool. So I am dancing around a little bit here. I'm trying to work out where things are going to go. And that's the only issue with kind of big sort of windowed homes, is that placing a kitchen can be difficult because you need the wall space. But I was just at this point I was like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna put the counters against the window. I suppose I probably could have moved them up a little bit, but I just didn't. I'm going in for a sip of tea. And in big classy homes, in The Sims anyway, I love a wraparound counter area with an island in the middle. But I thought, nah, that's a bit excessive in this one. So I can't remember if I did an island. Yeah, I think I did. But I did it not that way. I really wanted to make a feature out of the stove. But I didn't. Oh, there we go. Is that an island? No. Oh, here we go. I'm back at it with the island. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I keep that one. And then here I thought I'd put in this, almost like a kind of range, like a cooking range. I think I get the brainwave here. So yeah, so I know in the UK and a lot of kind of older sort of country homes, you can have like what's called a range, which is essentially like a gas cooker in a kind of indented bricked area of a kitchen, and it looks so nice. And it's like my dream thing. So I didn't quite get the effect I wanted here, but I think I did make a feature out of the stove, which is what I wanted. So in my opinion, the kitchen's looking nice. Don't you think as well that this colour scheme and those cabinets look like Kim Kardashian's kitchen? I don't know if you saw that on Architectural Digest. Yeah, it's strikingly similar. Anyway, so I'm definitely a big plant person, so I like to add lots of plants. in every single room. And I thought here was a really good place to have the dining area kind of cut off. Well, not cut off, but you know what I mean. More plants, love it. Yeah, I've still gone for that kind of beige. That beige ting. And yep, some shelves. God, my commentary is not it's not on point. I need some subjects to talk about. I think for my next video I'm gonna look at like subjects to chat to you about. Maybe make this a bit more interesting for you. Yes, I love those shelves from Eco Lifestyle. I love the whole Eco Lifestyle pack because I find it's like super minimal, but also really trendy, and everything's really cheap in the Sims catalogue anyway. So here I'm just kind of picking out some bits. I really like making little like cozy corners, you know, areas of the house that has like literally no purpose, but just look nice. So here I really wanted to get in a log burner or a fire of sorts because it is a snowy escape lot. So you want to come in after skiing on the cold to a nice warm fire. And I really, again, like this Eco Lifestyle one. It's very minimalist and nice. So that's some of the new furniture. There was those sofas and the plant and the table. So I'm going in with some lamps. I love like decking things up, like isn't decorating. Just putting like loads of like useless, pointless stuff. Like functional stuff that the kids of The Sims can't even use. Like I love doing that. So I actually had fun with this. And then don't you think that is such a sim builders like cliche, as they always go, oh, I had so much fun building this. It was just obviously fine. I had fun building this, but I hear that phrase so much, it makes me laugh. Not in a horrible way though. Not in a horrible way. Yes. Oh yes, I think I'm doing another little bathroom here. In the UK as well, it's very kind of popular to have a mini bathroom either by the stairs or beneath the stairs. I don't know what the deal is with houses anywhere else, but obviously I can only speak from my own experience. So here's the actual like functional TV area. I suppose you can go and sit and read a book in that on the other side. That's, you know, it's kind of a cozy area, like I say, with a fire. But yeah, so here I'm having some real trouble picking out sofas because I mentioned earlier that the sofas are so boxy. They look so uncomfortable. And I really wanted like a nice, like comfy vibe for this house. And I think I got it in the end. So again, we've got the white / beige couches. I love that little fire pit coffee table. Love that. It's a shame they don't have it in like a white though. But that's cool. That is cool. So also I love like pointless console tables as well. I think they really fill a room. So my go-to for if you're trying to fill a sort of an awkward corner of your Sims home, console table, lamp, plant, always, and maybe a chair if you've got space. So I'm throwing some pictures up there. I really think that we need to get some better stylish pictures. Oh, that's obviously just me though, I think. Yeah, so there's the bar area that goes out onto that balcony, which then leads down to the hot tub. I thought that was quite a nice place with the bar, sort of like directly opposite the kitchen, I suppose, but also close to the living room. So here I'm doing bedrooms, I think. And I always have trouble dividing up bedrooms. So I only furnished the master one. Again, because I don't really like furnishing bedrooms, and also I thought if somebody downloads this, they're going to want to change it to accommodate their Sim family anyway. So they might have kids, they might not, they might want to have a pet room, who knows. So yeah, that is what I'm doing here. So it's a bit narrow and awkward in places, as you can see. So I thought I would make kind of like almost like a, not a walk-in closet, just like a kind of walkway, if that makes sense. I don't really know if it does. You will see in a minute my kind of intention. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning. How embarrassing. Yeah, so thrown in some beigey carpet, because at this point I'd been working on this house for about 4 or 5 hours and I couldn't be bothered. I could not be bothered with the upstairs. I say that though, I did try with the master bedroom and the kind of bath area. I love what I did with that. I hope you can see it. I think it cuts off in a little bit. We'll just see, won't we? Yeah, so here I am. I'm trying to work out how to do this kind of like wardrobe area. So what did I go for? Yeah, so I go for that one. So it's like a long line of wardrobes, and that leads then to the bedroom, which I thought was kind of cool. So yes, here I am doing the bath area. So I get a little platform. And now at this point I don't think I'm sure whether I'm going to put a bed or a bath on it. Oh yes I am. Okay, here goes the bath. I love the little freestanding baths. I think they look so good. So there's that, and you can have a nice bath and like look out the window. You're in a secluded area, nobody's gonna be able to see you, you don't need to worry about that. And I love like overloading plants. I think like plants and water just go well together. So yeah, so I wanted to have like a really natural effect to this bath. So that is what I am doing there. I'm going to throw... we cut out. Oh, here's some Sims machinery to showcase the house. Oh my god, okay, we're at the end. I hope you enjoy. I am signing out. See you on the next video. I so appreciate you watching.